Hello everyone, welcome to KB Top 5s. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 5 creepy urban legends of Mississippi. Number 5, the Singing River. This legend involves the Pascagoula and Biloxi tribes. The two tribes coexisted peacefully until the chief of the Pascagoula tribe fell in love with a princess from the Biloxi tribe. Angered by the Pascagoula chief's affection for the Biloxi princess, the Biloxi tribe declared war on the Pascagoula Indians. Completely outnumbered, the Pascagoula Indians chose to die at their own hands rather than be killed or captured as slaves. And so, the Pascagoula tribe joined hands and sang a song as they marched into the river to drown themselves. According to the legend, the noise made by the river today is actually the Phantom tribe singing from beneath the water's surface. So, what's the river sound like? It's been described as flute-like sound. It's also been compared to the sound produced by rubbing the rim of a crystal glass. It is said if you visit the river to this day, you can still hear it. Number 4, the Three-Legged Lady. This legend has been passed down generation to generation and has changed throughout the years. But one version says the Three-Legged Lady haunts Nash Road, which is not very far from the Lock and Dam in Columbus, Mississippi. The terrifying thing is, the Three-Legged Lady doesn't just haunt Nash Road. She torments drivers by chasing their car down the dark street. So they say, people that want to see the Three-Legged Lady should drive their car and come to a stop on Nash Road, turn off their headlights to their car, and honk their horn 3 times. Thereby, you will hear the Three-Legged Lady knock on the roof of your car, and then she races the driver to the end of the street, hitting the car over and over again with her body. Being chased by something as creepy as it is, but when it's a ghost that only has 3 legs, it seems a little bit more terrifying. Number 3, the McRaven House. One of the most haunted and oldest houses in the state, the haunted history of McRaven House began in 1797, when the first portion of the house was built by highwayman Andrew Glass. Mr. Glass would rob people who were traveling in Notch's trace, then return to the McRaven house with his loot to hide out. The haunting of the house began with his surprising death. The haunting continued with the Howards. Sheriff Stephen Howard purchased the home in 1836 for himself and his pregnant wife, but in August of that same year, his wife, Mary Elizabeth, died giving birth in the home's middle bedroom. She was only 15 years old. Many of Mary Elizabeth's personal belongings are still at the McRaven house to this day, including her wedding shawl. Visitors have reported strange activity and have even seen her apparition appear in various rooms of the house. She's also been known to play a few pranks on the living. If you go to the house, you may see her roaming the halls. The house is located at 114 Harrison Street in Vicksburg for those brave enough to enter the house. Number 2, the Witch of Yazoo. The story dates back to the late 1800s. According to the legend, an old woman who lived on the Yazoo River would torture local fishermen. After hearing these reports, the sheriff tried to confront her, at which point she gave a chase. By the time the sheriff caught up to the old lady, she was sinking in quicksand. Angered by the turn of events, she vowed to get revenge, exclaiming, "In 20 years, I will return and burn this town to the ground." Of course, nobody paid much mind to that threat. That is, until 20 years later, when a huge fire broke out and destroyed over 300 of the town's buildings. The day after the fire, several residents visited the witch's grave in Glenwood Cemetery, at which point they found a large chain around her grave. It had been broken in 2. Number 1. Robert Leroy Johnson's Deal with the Devil. Robert was known for his music and was also known as the Master of Blues. He was born on May 8, 1911, and died August 16, 1938, at the age of 27. The legend has it that he sold his soul to the devil to have a musical talent. People started believing in that theory due to the fact that Robert has mentioned some sort of supernatural and devil in his songs. It is said that he is buried in one of these places: Little Zion Missionary Baptist Church near Money, Mississippi, Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Morgan City, Mississippi, or Payne Chapel Missionary Baptist Church in Quito, Mississippi. Would you sell your soul to the devil to get what you badly wanted? Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content, and let me know which state to do next.